Listen, if you are trying to get referrals, you are not the only one. People love getting referrals for quite a few very simple reasons. One, they are free lead and traffic source, right? It's not somebody you have to even get in front of. Somebody else is getting in front of them for you. And because somebody else is getting in front of them for you, they are usually much, much easier to convert. Meaning, if you hear from your best friend that this window cleaner is the best window cleaner in town and they've used you 1,000 times, you're probably going to buy that window cleaner, right? Because the value of a referral is so much higher than seeing an ad, seeing content on YouTube, seeing anything else. Referral leads are the absolute best leads. And every single business, I don't care what you're doing, should be aiming at getting more referrals in their business. Now, I currently have about a 30% referral rate for my program. About 30% of all of my clients came from referrals. So I will say right off the bat, one of the things that I often see people asking is, how do you actually get your people to invite their people? And so I want to talk about this because there was a poll that was run in my free group, the Mompreneur Club. If you're interested in that, by the way, hit the link below. They were asking, how can we get more people in? And they came up with these elaborate strategies of running referral challenges, contests with a prize, exclusive content or perks for those who invite others, making it easy, share-ready posts, graphic scripts they can use instantly, all of these different things. That being said, make it easy is one of the key factors. So I agree there. You can even have referral challenges, contests with prize. I've done things like that. I've seen them work, but they only work during the contest. They only work during the prize. And so some of the things, and then even then, they don't actually work that well. There has been a ton of data on the school platform that have showed that since they ruled out the affiliates, that it hasn't made all that much of a difference in most businesses. Why? Because most of these communities don't actually have a culture that makes people want to share the message. And so I want you to imagine, if you're referring someone or if you're telling other people about something, why would you do that? One, you're going to do it if it's the best money you've ever spent, right? If it's been life-changing and revolutionary, or if the vibe and the culture surrounding it is so good that it has become a part of your daily life. Those are the only times that people actually refer without being prompted, right? So like if somebody asked me, hey, what's the best window cleaning company? I need to get my windows cleaned. I'm going to give them a referral on ones that I've used, right? But if someone's not asking me about window cleaning, why would I tell them about window cleaning? Well, if it's the best money I've ever spent, dude, I just got my windows cleaned. It made a huge difference in so many things. And here's all the different benefits I got. I was totally floored by how amazing this was. You should get it done. And here's the guy that I use. That's right. You would tell people about that. Or something like it was revolutionary. It changed your life. Dude, I just got my windows cleaned. I wasn't expecting this. I was just kind of thinking my windows were a little gruddy, but I just want to get them cleaned. But it actually blocks, like all that dirt blocks the sun, and our apartment was super cold. And now that it's, now that everything's been cleaned up, it's warming everything up, and it's made such a big difference. And the sun comes in, I'm like even getting a sunburn and a tan, and it's awesome, right? Like if it's life changing, you're going to tell people about it. The other one is if it's a culture fit, if it's really cool, if it's a great space, if you're in there and you're making friends and it's actually changing the way that you're doing life and the way that you're perceiving life, you're going to tell people about it. Dude, there's this group for window cleaners. I know it sounds crazy, but it is so freaking fun. We go in there, they teach you all these different tips, but then you get to know this guy, and this guy is hilarious. And then we get on these calls once a week, and every single time everyone's dying laughing the whole time. They do these contests and these prizes, and people win cool stuff. And like literally, I spend 2/3 of my day in that group nowadays. Right, they're going to tell people. So you want to think of, if you're trying to get referrals, you have to be the best money people have ever spent. You have to be life-changing. And you have to have such a strong culture around what you're doing that they actually want their friends to come and be a part of it. So the best way to get referrals is to not really incentivize referrals. Sure, reminders, making it easy, challenges, things like that are great. But the best way to get referrals is going to be making what you're offering referral worthy. And I think that's going to push a lot of buttons because people don't want to hear that what they're offering is good. But if people aren't telling other people about it, there's room for improvement. So I think before we start thinking of how do I get people to tell other people about my stuff, I think the way I would think about it is how can I make what I'm doing so good that people want to tell other people about my stuff. So I hope that that kind of reframes the way that you're thinking about the problem. It still gives you a problem, right? Which is how do you make it so good? And that's just something that working with more people, finding out what's working, what's not, trimming the fat, as much of the stuff that they're not using or they don't want, get rid of it. It doesn't matter if you want it. It matters if the audience wants it, if they're using it, are they getting overwhelmed? Find out what parts of everything do they like, go more heavy on that, take away the stuff that they don't like, and just keep retweaking it. And you'll find that over time, you'll start to see better results. You'll start to see happier clients. You'll start to see more engagement. And once you start to see those triggers, you will start to realize I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things and things are actually getting good now. And then you can start to say, okay, what do you guys want now? Like, what's going to make this the type of thing that's going to make you guys shouting it from the rooftops where you are? And that's when you'll start to get those referrals naturally. So I would say focus on the right things, which is making it referral worthy. Hope this is helpful. And again, if you're not in the Mompreneur Club, go ahead and hit the link in the description below to join.